Hello and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll provide 12 tips on how to come up with original story ideas with examples along the way. If you're a budding writer, you might have wondered how to create stories that are fresh and unique. Well, the truth is, there is no such thing as an original story. Every story has been influenced by other stories, whether consciously or unconsciously. For example, you might have heard of the movie Avatar, which is often compared to the story of Pocahontas. Both stories involve a native tribe that is threatened by invaders and a romance between a member of the tribe and an outsider. But that doesn't mean you can't write a story that feels original to you and your readers. In the remainder of this video, we're going to share with you 12 practical tips on how to find inspiration for your own stories, with examples from famous books and movies. Let's get started. Tip 1. Use your personal experiences. One of the easiest ways to come up with a story idea is to draw from your own life. Think about the events, people, places, emotions, and challenges that have shaped you as a person. You can use them as a basis for your story, or exaggerate them, or mix them up with other elements. For example, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, was a single mother who struggled financially before becoming a successful novelist. She used some of her personal challenges to shape the personality and background of Harry Potter, the main protagonist of her books. Harry Potter is an orphan who lives with his abusive relatives and has to overcome many obstacles in his magical journey. By using her own experience, J.K. Rowling was able to make Harry Potter a more realistic and relatable character for her readers. Tip 2. Twists on a favorite story. Another way to come up with a story idea is to take a story that you love and put your own spin on it. You can change the setting, the genre, the characters, the plot, or the perspective of the story. For example, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins is a twist on the ancient Greek myth of Theseus and the Minotaur, where young people are sent to a labyrinth to be killed by a monster. In The Hunger Games, the young people are called tributes, and they are sent to an arena where they have to fight each other until only one survives. The arena is like a labyrinth because it has many traps and dangers. The monster is not a single creature, but the other tributes and the oppressive government that forces them to participate in the games. Tip 3. Combine 2 or more ideas. A third way to come up with a story idea is to combine 2 or more contrasting ideas that seem unrelated or incompatible. This can create a sense of surprise, curiosity, or conflict in your story and make it stand out from the usual tropes. For example, you could combine a historical setting with a futuristic technology, a fantasy world with a realistic problem, or a comedy genre with a horror theme. The possibilities are endless, as long as you can find a way to connect the different elements and make them work together. For example, the novel Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs uses this tip by blending the genres of historical fiction and fantasy. The novel is set in different time periods, such as the present day and the World War II era, and features realistic details and historical events, such as the Nazi bombings and the Holocaust. However, the novel also introduces fantastical elements, such as children with peculiar abilities, time loops, and monsters. These contrasting story ideas create a sense of wonder and mystery, as well as tension and conflict for the protagonist and the reader. Tip 4. Ask what-if questions. A fourth way to come up with a story idea is to ask what-if questions that challenge your assumptions or expectations about reality. What if you woke up one day and found out you had superpowers? What if aliens invaded Earth? What if you could travel back in time? These questions can spark your imagination and lead you to explore different scenarios and possibilities for your story. For example, in the novel, The Giver by Lois Lowry, the author asks, what if a society eliminated all pain, suffering, and choice, but also all color, emotion, and memory? This question sets up a story that explores the value of human diversity and freedom. The protagonist, Jonas, is chosen to be the receiver of memory, the only person who can access the past and learn about the true nature of the world. He begins to question his society and its rules and wonders what if things were different. What if people could feel love, pain, joy, and sorrow? What if they could choose their own destiny? What if they could see colors, hear music, and experience beauty? These questions drive Jonas to seek a way to escape his society and find a better life. Tip 5. Use prompts and generators. A fifth way to come up with a story idea is to use prompts and generators that give you random words, phrases, images, or situations to inspire you. You can find many of these online, or create your own by using dice, cards, books, or magazines. For example, let's say you want to write a story about a detective, but you have no idea what kind of case he should solve. We can use a generator that gives us 3 random words: violin, ghost, and museum. Based on this, we decide to make those words the clues for our mystery. We could imagine a scenario where a violinist was murdered in a museum and their ghost haunted the place, playing an instrument at night. The detective has to find out who killed him and why, using the violin and the ghost as his guides. Tip 6. Research something interesting. A sixth way to come up with a story idea is to research something that interests you, whether it's a historical period, a scientific phenomenon, a cultural tradition, or a personal hobby. You can learn new facts, discover new perspectives, and find new connections that can enrich your story. For example, Dan Brown used his interest in art history and cryptography to write the Da Vinci Code. Dan Brown was fascinated by art history and cryptography, and he used his knowledge and curiosity to create the Da Vinci Code. He explored the mysteries and secrets of famous paintings, symbols, codes, and religious legends, and wove them into a thrilling story of conspiracy, murder, and discovery. He did extensive research on his topics and consulted with experts and sources to ensure accuracy and authenticity. He also added his own twists and interpretations to make the story more engaging and original. Tip 7. Read widely and diversely. A seventh way to come up with a story idea is to read widely and diversely across different genres, formats, styles, and cultures. Reading can expose you to new ideas, themes, characters, plots, and techniques that can inspire your own writing. You can also learn from how other writers craft their stories and develop their voice. For example, imagine reading a chilling Gothic novel about a haunted mansion, then flipping to a heartwarming graphic novel about a talking animal community. The Gothic setting and eerie atmosphere could blend with the charm and unique communication style of the animals, creating a story about a haunted mansion inhabited by talking creatures with their own unique ghost stories and mysteries to solve. This cross-genre inspiration could lead to a whimsical yet suspenseful tale, showcasing the potential for unexpected connections when you explore diverse reading material. Tip 8. Watch movies and shows. An eighth way to come up with a story idea is to watch movies and shows that appeal to you or challenge you. Watching can stimulate your visual imagination and help you create vivid scenes and descriptions for your story. You can also analyze how movies and shows use elements such as dialogue, music, sound effects, lighting, camera angles, and editing to tell their stories. For example, dive into a thought-provoking documentary exploring the depths of the ocean, then relax with a lighthearted sitcom filled with witty dialogue and quirky characters. This exposure to contrasting tones, from the documentary's factual wonder to the sitcom's humorous observations, can spark unexpected ideas. Imagine a story where a group of marine biologists stumble upon a hidden underwater civilization, leading to hilarious culture clashes and heartwarming friendships. The possibilities are endless when you explore diverse films and shows for inspiration. Tip 9. Listen to music and podcasts. A ninth way to come up with a story idea is to listen to music and podcasts that suit your mood or genre. Listening can evoke emotions and memories that can fuel your creativity and help you express your feelings in your story. You can also use music and podcasts as background noise or as a source of information and entertainment. For example, let the vibrant rhythm of a world music playlist transport you to a bustling marketplace, then delve into a thought-provoking podcast discussing the future of technology. This combination of sensory immersion and intellectual exploration can spark unique ideas. Imagine a story where a young inventor, inspired by the sounds of the marketplace, creates a device that bridges cultures and challenges traditional ways of thinking. The possibilities are endless when you explore diverse music and podcasts for inspiration. Tip 10. Play games and puzzles. A 10th way to come up with a story idea is to play games and puzzles that challenge your logic, creativity, or intuition. Playing can improve your problem-solving skills and help you create complex plots and twists for your story. You can also use games and puzzles as inspiration for your setting, characters, or theme. For example, a game like Minecraft, with its vast open world, diverse biomes, and limitless creative potential, can be a treasure trove for story ideas. Imagine a brave explorer venturing into the Nether, forging alliances with piglins, and uncovering ancient secrets. Or picture a cunning builder constructing a hidden city within a mountain, attracting unique inhabitants and facing hostile mobs. The freedom to build, explore, and interact with the world fuels endless possibilities. Tip 11. Observe the world around you. An 11th way to come up with a story idea is to observe the world around you with curiosity and attention. Observe the people, places, objects, events, and interactions that you encounter in your daily life. You can use them as inspiration for your story, or imagine what they could be if they were different. For example, let's say you see an elderly couple feeding pigeons in the park, their routines as familiar as the worn park benches. Now, imagine those pigeons possessing hidden knowledge, their seemingly mundane interactions masking a secret society. Observing the ordinary and then twisting it with the extraordinary can spark unique stories, urging you to look beyond the surface and explore the hidden depths of the world around you. Tip 12. Brainstorm and free write. A 12th way to come up with a story idea is to brainstorm and free write without censoring or judging yourself. Brainstorming and free writing can help you generate many ideas quickly and freely without worrying about the quality or feasibility of them. You can then select the best ones and refine them later. For example, you can set a timer for 10 minutes and just write down whatever comes to mind. You might jot down talking dog, hidden library, and time travel. Don't judge. Instead, free write, letting these seemingly random elements connect. Maybe the talking dog guides a child to the hidden library, where a time travel book unveils a thrilling adventure. The possibilities are endless when you brainstorm and free write without limits, allowing your creativity to flow and unexpected connections to spark unique story ideas. Remember, every story is built upon the foundation of existing narratives, experiences, and inspirations. Embrace this. Explore widely, delve into diverse sources, and don't be afraid to borrow, twist, or combine. What truly makes your story unique is you, your perspective, your voice, your unique lens on the world. These are the magic ingredients to coming up with an original story idea. That's all from us today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more lessons and ideas. See you next time.